Oh wow. Imagine being able to draw that well at that age. Like what? So this is like his childhood sweetheart then, right?
Gone is the spring and the long summer days. Cold has set in now that you've gone away. Retracing my steps, wondering where I went wrong. I'm haunted by the words I didn't say.
Welcome, people thems. So this one has actually been on my mind since last week. So I was told by another dear, Lenka. Welcome, Lenka. That there was a song that was due to come out from Dimash very, very soon. And it's a song that a lot of the dears have been waiting for because you'd seen like a snippet of it or heard a snippet of it. But I guess one of the things that I've learned since my dear journey is that when Dimash says soon, it ain't gonna be soon. So I think you guys have been waiting for this for like a really, really long time. Now I've not actually seen the clip. I think Lenka did send it to me, but I've actually not watched it. So I'm going in completely blind with this. So I probably don't have the same like anticipation that you guys have had. But the anticipation I do have is that it's new Dimash. So for me, that's huge. So when it popped up on my feed on Saturday, I actually was going to react to it then, but then I had a message from someone. I'm guessing it's a dear that was, and obviously with the best of intentions. I mean, I'm sure there wasn't anything, malice intended, but it was like, oh, like, don't react to this yet. Like, it's really cool that you have or that you want to. But usually people like wait a little bit so Dimash can like get his views up for his. And I was like, okay. I mean, first and foremost, I hadn't reacted to it, but I do kind of get that. But I also think as well that when those views come through to his channel, I think anybody that's talking about it, because the way that I see it when it comes to reactions, and I think this for everyone that I react to, is that there will be people that follow my channel that will see something and will then maybe go and watch it. So whilst it might be that I'm really, really grateful that like dears would ever watch my video, that's amazing. I think it's also really cool because that's how I found out about Dimash. That like I reacted to something, someone saw my reaction and was like, "Oh, you should react to Dimash." And I've had my friends, people that I've known for such a long time that have never ever heard of Dimash, and have seen my reaction and gone, "Ooh, who is that?" So I think the next time he comes out with something new, I probably will react to it like there and then, because I was like, oh man, oh, because now it's been a week. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm really excited to kind of see what it's about, and it's a music video as well. So I just know already that like the creativity is going to be there. If it's taken that long for it as well, then it obviously means that it's a passion project too. So I'm definitely keen to see what it is. I don't know what, I've got no idea what the sound is like. I don't know, I've got no idea, like no idea at all. So let's see what it's saying. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. And it's 7 minutes as well. And 14 seconds to be precise. Okay. It's like a proper premiere. Which I'm a week late for. Okay. Someone fell asleep playing PS. No, Xbox. Cute kids. Very nice house. Oh no! Stop, bus! Oh wow! Imagine being able to draw that well at that age. Like what? So this is like his childhood sweetheart then, right?
Gone is the spring and the long summer days. Cold has set in now that you've gone away. Retracing my steps, wondering where I went wrong. I'm haunted by the words I didn't say. Searching for light, only shadows remain. Day fades tonight, nothing eases the pain. I loved you like fire, but I buried the flames. I never had the courage to explain. Each time I close my eyes, I see you here with me. I would give it all to hold you near to me, and you're always just beyond my reach. But how my arms are aching to embrace you, to gather you inside them and erase all the hurt, the regret for our son hasn't said. I believe love's not over yet.
I feel like this is gonna be like really sad because these lyrics are really sad.
Give me your hand and I'll never let go. Words that I should have confessed long ago. I love you forever until my dying breath. I'll never be afraid to let it show.
So, I, I'm an emotional guy, yeah, and it doesn't take much for me to cry. Like, so does this mean that they're alive? Dude, what do you mean? That's part one. Listen, it does not take much. It does not take much, yeah, to let this start streaming. So like, what are you doing to me, Dimash? What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Like, you had your hot. I need a minute. I need a moment. I need a moment. I need a moment. I saved this till last. I saved this till last. Okay. So first off, yeah, I'm really happy there's a part two. I'm really happy to part two. Like the way that he put down that phone with the "I love you" and the fact there's a part two and he's racing to get there is telling me that maybe he is going to like save the day or something. Do you know what I mean? Because he's saying that love's not over yet, like our time isn't over yet. So I'm gonna hang on to that shred of hope because honestly, that was like I'm a nervous flyer anyway. Like some people are like, oh my god, I love to fly. Oh my god, I'm not one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not one of them. I remember once, yeah, being on a plane and seeing that like when ice, and now I know it's ice, gathers on the window. I thought the window was cracking, so I called the flight attendant over and I was like, excuse me, ma'am, you might want to go and tell the pilot, yeah, that the glass is cracking. And she was like, it's not, sir, it's not cracking, it's ice. Oh, well, about your day. About your day. So I am not the best player anyway, and you're gonna go and put the love of his life, yeah, that he defended at the age of like what 9, drawing Picasso pictures like it's nothing, yeah, defended her honor, ended up graduating together, like proposing, like getting big jobs, big houses, having a baby, like living life together. You're gonna put both his wife, his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wife, by the way, beautiful wife, his beautiful little kid on a plane, and then be like, bearing in mind that he couldn't come back, so they went to him. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That was literally heart wrenching. Sorry. And you know what the thing was? I clocked it from early because I was like, well, hang on a minute. How comes like all of this light and all this golden like light and stuff and all these beautiful colors and whatever, what's the plane about? Why are you on the plane? So then I was like, well, did he pass away in the plane? Like, and then when he called to like he's not coming home, I was like, oh, he's called, like that's the call he made before he got on the plane because he's not coming home. When she got in the taxi, I'm like, please don't be this, please don't be that they're gonna get. Then they got on the plane. I'm like, oh my god, because he's on the plane on his own. There's no one on that plane. It's empty. So story wise, yo, that's kind of epic, really. To get again to be able to get someone to care that much in 7 minutes, I think that so just the storyboard of that put together, I think is something. So that's taken me away a little bit, but obviously the song itself and the vocals behind the song all match that as well because he is bleeding his heart out on this song. He's bleeding his heart out about the love they've got for each other and how, like how they've not met their end yet. They haven't. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you just. I'm gonna get the lyrics up in a second, but the vibe is that like every time I see your face, like so I was like I feel like he's singing about loss, but I don't get it because you're with her. So as I said, once about halfway through, I'm like, is he no longer is the love of his life no longer like with him and stuff, and like he's oh my god, yeah, I think that was beautifully tragic, beautifully tragic. Like, you know, his. I think Lenka had said that like the writer of this song had done work with like Mariah Carey and Celine Dion. I think. Have I got that wrong? Like, I know that he's like a like, or they, she, I'm not, I can't remember the name, but whoever is a songwriter has done work with some big artists before as well. So it's interesting to know that this is part one of of a part two. Are the two parts? They're going to be three parts. Like, you know, I'm hoping that whatever part comes next is a happier result. I mean, look, we don't know what's going to happen yet because, like, as it stands, he's on his way. So if he's like, "Look, I love not over yet," like I don't imagine that. Imagine the metaphor of that. That like the person you love the most is careering in a plane with your loved one, yeah, and you're like, no, no, not on my watch.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Like, even just metaphorically, because you know we're not the Human Torch, but like, you know, metaphorically speaking, in terms of just how much you love someone, that you like, I'm not prepared. I don't accept that. I don't accept that. I've just sung my little heart out for you, yeah, Cosmos. So whatever you got planned, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. As I say, the vocals in the track, I'm probably gonna need to watch it again so I can just focus on that. But there were some really piercing notes, there's some really piercing moments. You know, range again, just tenderness, which we all, you know, we know that we're gonna get that with Dimash anyway. Those soft, airy notes and stuff that he's kind of speaky, like he's almost like he's speaking the breath, like it's just so tender, just off the lips, just tender. But then when you put that against a backdrop of a story like that, it makes it really heart-wrenching. I imagine there's going to be many people that cried to that because I was this close. Like, this close. If I didn't see there was a part two, which kind of snapped me out of where I was for a second, because I was like, pardon? Like, because you don't often see moments like that and expect there to be a part two. Do you know what I mean? So, but I imagine there'll be people that have seen that have just... Let me just get the lyrics up. My patron Brenda told me to actually do this more often, because sometimes, like, I'll be reacting and stuff, and I like to give an impression of what I think the lyrics are about before someone tells me, but sometimes I get a bit stuck because I'm like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. So this is quite good to kind of apparently give some background behind the song and stuff. So. Well, that's if this is in this. This has got one contributor, March the 7th. Okay. Gone is the spring and the long summer days. Cold has set in now that you've gone away. Retracing my steps, wondering where I went wrong. I'm haunted by the words I didn't say. So, I mean, like I said, as it started, I'm like, so you're defending this girl, you're clearly in love with her, you know, it's quite literally young love. And yet it's opening about now you've gone away. So I'm like, well, where's she gone? So I was already kind of a little bit on alert. Searching for light, only shadows remain. Day fades to night, nothing eases the pain. I loved you like fire, but I buried the flames. I never had the courage to explain. So, I mean, looking at this of just lyrics, this could be someone that's just like, you know, I love someone, I didn't have the courage to tell them about it, I buried it inside. And now you've gone, I've just got the memories just haunted by your face and stuff. That's what I would have assumed by just looking at the lyrics of that without a video. Each time I close my eyes, I see you here with me. I'll give you all to hold you near to me. Yet you're always just beyond my reach. But how my arms are aching to embrace you, to gather you inside them and erase all the hurt, the regret. For our sun hasn't set. I believe love's not over yet. So, I mean, you know, to gather you inside them and erase all the hurt, the regret. So you could take that to mean that this is a relationship that maybe had failed, even, actually. So not even that it was, like, not even unrequited if you've not told the person, but maybe that you actually were with this person and actually it went, like, belly up. Give me your hand and I'll never let it go. Give me your hand and I'll never let go. Words I should have confessed long ago. I love you forever until my dying breath. I'll never be afraid to let it show. So again, this could be someone that was in a marriage Do you know what I mean? A marriage is broken down. I've not done what I should have done. I'm not showing you how much I love you. Each time I close my eyes, I see you here with me. Again, that's the chorus. Bridge. Will this be our story's ending, or is it a new beginning? I could be your prince, your hero, your romance. You hold our destiny inside your hands. Will this be our story's ending, or its new beginning? So again, this very much is giving me like there has been something previous, and someone's not prepared to kind of give up on it, even though maybe they didn't do what they should have done initially. Like they're not prepared. So, like the video is almost taking that to the nth degree. Almost like, yo, you are the most important. I should have come home. And now that you're in this situation, I'm about to show you like how deep our love is. Almost, I'm gonna save you. But I imagine, like, obviously this is a music video in it, so you know the reality of that could be quite different in reality. But I suppose the message is though, like, maybe don't wait for things to get to the point of it being at the brink, and you regretting things that you should have done, regretting things that you should have said, haunted by the memory of this person and seeing that, like, maybe allow all of that and actually do the things that you could do when they're there in order to keep it strong. But you know, relationships are hard. I know the Dias will know more than me. So yeah, man, I'm definitely taken with the song. I think it's a real heart jerker anyway. The vocal performance of it was stunning. Like, as I said, I'm gonna need to watch it again because I mean, you probably saw my face. I literally was like, oh my gosh, what is about to happen? And I'm such a lover of love as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm such an old romantic, so of course, like, I think, you know, in that situation, I think most people probably would be as well. Let's be honest. Like, oh my God, his wife and his daughter, what? But yeah, it was definitely captivating, masterfully done in terms of the story. Because again, you've only got 7 minutes in which to catch your hearts and minds. Do you know what I mean? So to get that kind of emotional reaction in 7 minutes and 14 seconds, I think is a job well done. As I said, for me, I wasn't expecting a part two, so I think as look, I'm happy that there's going to be a part two, and I'm happy that it might mean that they're not careering to absolute demise. But in terms of if it was just going to be that one story, I think, like, you know, where, you know, when he was in the aisle of the plane and like the little girl's bear. Well, then actually I don't understand then, because if there's going to be a part two and he's driving and he's on the way, but he's on the plane, so is that just spiritually he's on the plane, like, and he's imagining what being on the plane would be like? Or is he actually on the plane? Because if he's on the plane and the bear's there and they're not there, then how is he going to save them? Is he going to save them? Is the next bit more to do with, like, the spirituality of it all, actually, as opposed to physically being able to say? I don't know, I've got many questions. I've got many, many questions. But I think had it ended there, I think that would have been a real... I think that would have been its own amazing tale. Sad, obviously, like, depressing, yeah, too, I guess. But, you know, a real message about living in the here and now, like, and doing things for people you care about now, as opposed to, you know, having those regrets and stuff. And I'm sure that the older that we get, the more that, you know, there's times we can look back on and be like, oh, I should have said, should have done, should have taken the opportunity, should have spoken to that person, I should have told them how I really feel. And then, you know, something happens and you're like, it's a bit like, you know, with like celebrities and stuff where they pass away and then all of these tributes come through, and it's like, oh, in fact, it happens for a lot of people actually, like just even people who aren't celebrities, and you hear like all these great things about them and stuff, and it's like, oh man, like what it would have been to have given that person their flowers while they were still here to take them, you know? So I think that would have been a great message. But look, I'm here for part two, and if there's more vocal, like, mastery as there was in that, then I'm definitely here for that. So yeah, man, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this the first time you watched it. Did you get all blubbery like I nearly did? Did you know there's going to be a part two? What did you think of the vocal? Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you did enjoy this reaction, then please do drop me a like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Thank you very much. And if you do want access to my reactions before they come to YouTube, then you know what I'm going to say already. Head to my Patreon, which is a great way to help support the channel, which I'd be very, very grateful for. And it's a great way to connect with me as well. So you can't lose. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.